Want to keep an eye out. They'll be moving you on before you can say Jack Robinson. You all right?
Yes, thank you.
Here, you poor thing. How long you been on the street?
Oh, I'm not homeless. I just came out for a breath of fresh air. I go to London tomorrow. Please keep your money.
I've been to London, but now I'm homeless. That's why I thought you were. What are you going to London for?
I've got a job.
Doing what?
Securities.
Oh, I used to be a dancer. Here, give me your hand. Let me tell your fortune. Well, you've got a long way to go.
London?
Not just London. Not any London I know. It starts with doors.
Doors?
I'd watch out for doors if I were you.
All right, I will, thanks. Oh, it's raining. I have an umbrella.
You have a good heart. Sometimes that's enough to keep you safe wherever you go. But mostly it's not.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds.
And Joe read a book that he loved, Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. I'm so excited.
Oh, Mary, I love this book so much.
Yes, and tell us.
Yes, it was so good. Okay, first I got to do my little intro. So
Yes.
I have had this book on my shelf for years, and I never read it, obviously, because that's what Joe does.
Mm-hmm.
So then Mason from Mason in the Dark said that he was going to read it. I'm like, whoa, I have that book. Let's buddy read it together. So we did, and I found this illustrated version, and this is the author's preferred text. So everybody, he wants you to read this one. He did a lot of revisions, like a few times.
Okay.
And so he landed on this.
Was this one that he wrote earlier in his writing career, and that's why he did so many revisions?
Yeah, he has a whole forward here, but yeah, I think this was in the 90s.
Interesting.
Yeah, but he cut a lot of things out.
He had it on his shelf, but this one is from the library.
Of course, because mine was boring.
He didn't have the right version. But this has all these illustrations in it too, which Joe loves.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Fun times. So I love this immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, I'm reading a book that I want to throw it out the window, and I'm having just thoughtful thoughts, Mary, of just reading this and fond memories because
Yes.
I absolutely loved this one.
It's
It was so
nice.
good.
So nice when you have a book that you really love like that.
Yeah, and so me and you, we both read Coraline
Yeah.
by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
And we liked it.
Yeah.
And you read The Graveyard Book.
Yeah, I like that more.
And I'm trying to read that, but of course, you know how that goes. And
That's not the one that he's hating right now.
No, not at all. But I've been wanting to read Neil Gaiman, so this was like the first. I'm not going to really count Coraline. I don't know why, but I'm just not counting it.
I mean, it's more like a kid's book. Coraline, I felt like it was not a big deal book.
Yeah.
But I had also watched the movie before I read it, so yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed it.
What the hell was that?
Well, you see, they're running back and
big
forth.
movement. What kind of critter?
Don't
Did
run
you see the
towards
critter?
us. No, just the brush going crazy.
We don't have bears or anything here, but
Yeah, it's nothing big. But.
yeah.
So loved this book. It was dark. Like it was dark. Like it did give me Oz vibes and Wonderland vibes and a little bit of Wrinkle in Time, but it is so much darker than those books. Like two of the villains in here crucify someone.
Oh wow.
Nail their hands and feet to like a wooden structure.
Mm-hmm.
They're like two demonic characters. They're really cool characters. Mr. Vandemar and Mr. Croup. And they're the villains in here, or one of the villains. They're working for somebody, but I'm not going to tell you who. And when I got to that part, I was just like, they're crucifying someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen in Oz.
Right, no. Definitely not.
So it's definitely darker. Yeah, it's awesome. So let's get into what it's about. So Richard is going away for a job. He's going to London, and he meets this mysterious character outside the pub, which was the scene that we did.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells him a few things that he needs to watch out for.
Watch out for those doors.
The doors. And that was, like, I didn't know it at the time, but that was such a statement. It was like, it had a lot of meaning for the story.
Okay.
Because, skip ahead a few chapters, Richard and his witch of a girlfriend, she's terrible. They're going out to eat with her boss, and they come across this young woman on the street who's like in need of assistance. Either she's injured or like she needs help. Her name is Door.
Oh, weird.
Her whole family was murdered, and she needs help. She has the magical ability to open doors.
Oh.
Like any door, and like make doors, and like go to different areas and stuff like that. So when she said that woman to him, it all starts with doors. I'd be careful if I were you. That just brought it forward, and then there's even more that I'm not going to tell you because you know we can't get into the whole story. So that was like really cool.
Cool. So question. So when she's like goes into these magical doors and whatnot, is there magic in the story before that, or are you just like in like a normal world and then all of a sudden it becomes magical?
So we are in normal London.
Okay.
Okay. And when they finally get to like the magical part, they go to underground London.
Oh,
like
okay.
underneath the tube, underneath the sewers, underneath London, basically.
Okay.
And like that's where all the villains are and all the craziness happens and like the magical stuff is going on.
Okay.
So yeah, it's underneath London.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think I'll read this. I know like I don't always do creepy, but this is totally creepy fantasy. Like I can handle that, no problem.
Absolutely.
I would like this, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's grungy, it's gritty. Like, there's a lot of cool things down there. There's, like, you know, huge rats and huge, like, boars. There's labyrinths. The boar is guarding the labyrinth. Rats and pigeons deliver messages. There's friars. There were, like, sewer folk. Like, there's just, like, a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's this really cool character called Old Bailey, and he has a very important role. So it's, like, going on a journey, kind of, like, meeting different characters. That's the kind of thing I like.
Yeah, and you loved it. I love when you love a book. It like brings me such happiness.
Oh, and there's angels.
I know you love angels.
Angels.
Were they sexy angels?
I don't know. He was ethereal. You know.
We did have a book with sexy angels.
Yeah, he wasn't that kind of sexy. I just felt like a kid reading those classic fantasy novels that I mentioned before. And there is a show that you could stream.
Okay.
That Neil Gaiman was kind of involved in, so I'm really interested to see that. So this just kind of opened up a new world for me. He doesn't like writing sequels, Neil Gaiman. He said that in an article that I read. So I don't think he's going to return to this world. However, I would love him to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if book buds are going to become like Neil Gaiman fans now. You know, like because I'm excited by your excitement, and now I want to read it.
Yes.
So now I'm wondering if I'm going to then lead to others and more and more and more because
I think it's going to happen.
People really dive in with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a few more, so
have you guys read this? Have you watched the show? Let us know.
And if you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel. Book Buds!
This one had me shivering in my boots. I was so scared.
Gotta make my hair nice. I feel like it should not be in a hair tie. It should be like flying, right?
It should be all fucking crazy.
Yeah. Here, should I put this on my head?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The crazier, the better.
How am I supposed to dance and twirl?
She was a dancer.
Yeah.
So you're going to be like, you know, and you're going to walk around me and you're going to be like, la 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 la. And then
I'm going to trip on my microphone.
Yeah, and destroy it. Fuck. So like you become in your own world, and then like you're entranced in your own world, and then you stop and then you talk to him and you're all like serious.
I was a dancer. Dancing all around you.
Go back over there.
While humming to myself.
Yeah.
And then I hold out my hand.
Yeah, really make that really big and crazy with humming. Like you yeah.
Okay.
Very important line. Make sure you say it really good.
Not any London I know. It starts with doors.
Doors?
Doors.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe.
No.
No.